don't touch anything.
It's the greatest find yet. Nothing compares to it.
But it's definitely something you should hear.
This is The Real Deal with Larry Lawton.
Welcome to The Real Deal with me, Larry Lawton. I have a great show for everybody today. I am here with a special guest named Vlad from Vlad's Automotive. We're going to talk to him. He is a Ferrari guy, and we actually have a diamond on a Ferrari we'll talk about in a minute. And, of course, I got my partner, Sam.
What up, what up?
Sam is here as well, and we're going to get this show going right after I do first a few things I got to talk about quickly. First of all, thank you, Oliva. Oliva Cigars is our main sponsor. We have a few other ones now in lineup, but Oliva is the main sponsor. We are starting our TV show this coming week. We have a TV show called The Cigar Show with Larry Lawton. And our first episode, 3 episodes are done. The first episode is with the warehouse tour and an interview with their manager. Unbelievable, the logistics that go into that. You got to see it. Second show is me robbing a cigar store. And the third show is my interview with the CEO of Oliva Cigars, 6,100 employees, 70,000 square facility they're moving into. They just had a 40,000. We got that. Now it's 70,000. That is amazing. I also want to let everybody know we got the book, Gangster Redemption. Check it out. It's going all over the place, still is. We got Sam here, who really runs a cigar company. These cigars are great cigars. We're smoking them. We always do. And we're not going to stop. That's just because we're going to kill ourselves. No, actually, here's a statistic. Did you know if you never smoked a cigarette and you only smoked cigars, did you know your life expectancy is 10 years longer?
So how long are you going to be around now?
Well, because I fucking do too much other drugs. So I'm all
I didn't ask y'all that. Answer the question. How long are you going to be around now?
You know, only the good die young, so probably another 100 years.
Okay.
Because the good die
Vlad,
young.
it's going to be a little crazy, so I'm going to give you a heads up. Put your helmet on.
Yeah.
Helmet. Safety first. Then
Safety first.
But no, Vlad in the house, our homeboy.
Yes.
In the house.
We have with us Vlad from Vlad's Automotive. Let me explain how I met Vlad and how I got to know him and his family. And that's what I think is important, because this, as much as fun we have, it's still a family show. It's a lot of fun. A lot of people here love what we do. First of all, Vlad was a young man at the time he went through the reality check program. Now, I got out of prison almost 16 years ago, 2007. And
Wait. Vlad went through the program?
Yes.
I did.
Okay. Well, tell me a little bit about that.
No, we are good.
Now, you a little rough around the edges too, Vlad?
A little bit.
Yeah, he was let me tell you, everybody
Shoot.
goes to my program, Sam. I don't believe in bad kids, and you know this. I believe in bad choices. And obviously, he just made a couple bad choices, and that is okay.
He's doing pretty good now, though.
Damn right, he's doing good. He's got a very, very good foundation. I know his dad, Vlad Sr., and I know his mom, Linda. They're I go to dinner with them. We hang out. Very nice people.
They let you come around that often?
You know, that's what's scary. You know, they did until, I guess, the neighbors started saying, don't go near that guy.
Okay, that's what I heard.
They want
once
to
or
take you on their
twice.
boat, you know, but they're really good people. Actually, I have a Mercedes, and I brought it in, and he's there. I could not believe it.
Oh, he's in there working?
He was working. And matter of fact, his dad, I made him, another friend of ours, Chris, recommended. Listen.
Chris Hines in the house, Toyota.
Yeah, and he says, go to this place, Vlad's. He goes, they couldn't do something.
So it's Vlad's Autobahn, correct?
It's in the link below. We're
Vlad's Autobahn. Check it out. Not Vlad's Automotive.
Vlad's Autobahn.
Vlad's Autobahn.
I said that.
No, you said Vlad's Automotive.
Listen,
I got to stay on him.
Listen, he has no idea how TV or radio works. It's in links below, everybody.
There you go.
They know that, Sam. They're here. But so what it is, it's Vlad's, and his dad and I, click. We're the same age, give or take a few years, and his mom too. And so we all clicked, and he comes out, and I didn't remember it, Sam. I didn't remember. I got thousands and thousands of kids that go through it. And he goes, do you remember? And then I kind of do, because there's good kids in these classes. And you were very quiet. You were something with speeding or something. I don't know what he did.
What was it?
Yeah,
right?
tell us.
Tell me what it was.
So a lot of basically going fast on the street, losing the license here, there, got it back, suspended.
Yeah.
All
Speaking of-
basically driving issues.
Get a little balls in that voice. What do you know? You drive a Ferrari.
One, he drives a bunch from what I've seen.
Well, he does. We're going to get into that in the whole
Okay.
show, but
Okay.
go ahead. Just talk it. Tell what happened.
So basically, lost the license here, lost it there, got it back, went to court, points on the license, just never ending.
Right.
Oh, so did you lose your license for points?
Once or twice.
Oh, so just let everybody know. I think it's the state of Florida. It's 12 points, or you lose your license.
Honestly, I never actually got. Well, I think I did back in the day, but I've been clean for since 15 years now. So
he's done his time a little bit.
Well,
put my time
you know what young people need to know. You can. Nick is like that. Our assistant here is Nick. Also is a speedster, and he got caught going 150, 140.
Oh, man. Oh God.
Yeah. So Nick is a speedster, and he loves it.
So you're gonna call Nick out on that?
Well, no, he knows his call. You don't think I look him up? I look everybody up who works here. Trust me. You too, Mr. Jordan.
Okay.
Couple background checks.
Yep. I don't even want to bring his up, otherwise people are not going to want to buy cigars. He says it's his brother.
It is my brother.
I'm teasing. But what has happened is young people who go out and they do stupid things. You know, I get it. You're gonna. Everybody does. We all do. I try to prevent young people from doing the things that's going to ruin the rest of their life. Obviously, speed at what you were doing and stuff could have killed yourself. And I'm glad you're not street racing.
Yeah.
You know, you now do things under the professional guise of actually racing. We're going to get into that because Sam and you got close. You guys, I'm so all over the place, but I know what he's doing. Of course, he tells me. And I said, of course, you know, when I'm buying something for something, I go, what am I spending this money for? But no, Sam's got that, you know, and I trust him 100%. Everybody knows that. And I need that guy to keep me in check, kind of deal, you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Guy like you,
Batman and Robin.
Exactly, in the house.
Yeah, because, you know, that's the relationship you have to have with people. You can't have one yes people. You can't have people around you don't respect. I have to respect someone before I listen to them, period. If I don't respect them, go fuck themselves. I don't give a fuck what they are, who they are, and how much money they got. I wouldn't care.
We'll just keep it real. Keep it real.
That's absolutely real.
You could have just said, just be gone, but go fuck themselves. Well, that's what you like to say.
Sam, you do too.
No.
Just not on the mic.
Okay, all right. You may have a point there.
So, but we got Vlad. You actually, can I tell you age? You know,
Yeah, that's fine.
Vlad's 35, man. So it was about 15 years. He was in the beginning of my program around probably 2008. I think it was.
I think right around there, yeah.
And I did a program. I still do it. It's now on. It's actually virtual. It's online. They have to do it. But I did a live program, so you had to come to the hotel and you had to listen to me speak for a few hours. What did you? Do you remember it? Do you remember it?
I do. Basically, you told a bunch of your stories about jail and, oh man, bad stories that make you really want to say, you know what, time to change things up a little bit. I don't want to be there. I mean, I'll learn from you as opposed to, you know, time wasted or that learning is.
Wait. Vlad, did he coach you into saying that now?
No.
Some of those stories were pretty bad.
Okay, all right.
But,
No, he ain't. You know what? You got to give him that much props.
I don't know, because listen, Sam, you know that. But him, like with Vlad, or the young people, I tell that one story about the kid who got his anus cut from the top of his anus to his scrotum. They come up to me years and years later. Man, Larry or Mr. Lawton, man, when you told me that story, and I showed the picture of the kid, if you remember.
Right.
And he said, I ain't going there, man. I mean, I've seen many done that. And I don't scream. He'll tell you I don't yell. I don't scream. It's not a scared straight program. It is tell it like it is, period. And you know what? Young people, Sam, and you know this because you're a coach in football for many years. Young people can spot bullshit a mile away.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And you know what? I tell them I don't bullshit because I don't give a fuck. You want to keep doing it? You're going to meet my cellie. You know, and you don't want to do that.
That's what you say. You definitely don't want to do that.
You don't want to meet him.
They're not built. You know, they're not built for that.
No, you know, I was a street kid and I had a rough time. And if anybody hasn't seen this, I put up a video. This is up Friday, so it's Friday today. So we put up a video Wednesday on shanks. You know, I built 3 shanks right here at where his desk is.
Yeah, I made you put them away.
Yeah, I did. He put it, and they are badass shank. And at the end of the video, I actually demonstrate through boxes of thick But people on the line were saying, poor Nick is looking at like, oh my God, I hope he don't come after me because he's holding the boxes and I'm jamming right through thick boxes.
Nick says to me, Sam, can you put those in the safe? He likes to play with them.
You guys getting wild over here.
Man.
Oh, boy.
We do. Now, we brought you here. First of all, we got to know you. You're a great young man. I'm proud of you. I hate to say, I never like to sound condescending like we're better than it because I'm not. Neither is Sam. No, we don't look at any young people like we're better than them. The only thing I know I have over you is experience in life in a place you don't want to go. Obviously, your experience with Ferrari. That goes for anybody younger. That's why to this day, I always listen or take it by the older people. Not so much of what they know, it's their experience in life.
Absolutely.
And obviously, Sam knows that too. And we look at young people like, hey, you're smarter than me. There's so many things. But in life experience with prisons, definitely not. But we met, obviously, the way I just told that. Tell me what you're doing, because Sam really... First of all, you know what's funny how that happened? I got to tell you how that happened. I was picking up my Mercedes, which I got to get rid of. I mean, it's got so much shit to it. But,
we've had a discussion, one or two on that.
No, we have, and it still runs good. I mean, obviously that, but it's a great car.
We're talking investment, though.
Yeah, well... Here he goes. But anyway, he comes.
We'll get to that later.
Okay. He comes, Sam, I said, Sam, drop me off. He goes, sure. He drops me off at Vlad's. He gets out. His first time he's been there. And he starts looking around. Of course, he catches you. You say, I got a new guy. He's got a nice Escalade out there. I got to sell him a Ferrari. No, he didn't say that. But what he did was he started showing him around the shop. And you guys clicked. There's no question about that. And obviously, you know what you're talking about with vehicles. I looked at your bio. You've been around a garage your whole life. Your dad's been one of the leading Mercedes repair people in the state for sure. Absolutely. Probably in the country. I mean, that man knows more about a Mercedes than anybody.
There's a lot to learn too.
Oh my God!
Every day. It's a
great car too. New.
That's awesome. So
Sam meets you, and you guys start talking about Ferraris. Before you know, Sam goes, all right, we're getting stickers and put them on cars. We're buying church. We're buying this. What the fuck? Tell me how that happened with Sam.
You know what? No, actually, it was funny because we met at the event, the video shoot at Area 142.
That's right.
And we clicked from
that's where you
from
met
day
first?
one. From day one.
That was day 2.
No, you first met when he dropped me off.
No.
Yes, you did. Think about it, guys. And then he talked to you about the event at 142, and you said, "Yeah, I'll bring a Ferrari."
No,
yes, he's thinking now.
Come
you
on, Vlad.
Fucking guys don't know how much my memory is.
Right,
Sam.
I think it was 142.
See,
and then
I was right. Yes, it was. It was 142. That was the very first time I met him.
Guarantee it wasn't.
No, you're gonna lose another bet.
No, I can tell you exactly the dates even because when you dropped me off,
that was after.
No. You dropped me off, and to meet. I didn't even know about the Area 142 event. You knew about it because you set the Area 142 event up. How would he know to come to the Area 142 if I didn't know about it until you?
You told him.
No, I didn't tell him, Sam.
Yes, you did.
Now he's thinking.
Come on,
Sam,
man.
you can see his brain.
But anyway.
Look at his brain. See it? His fucking brain is all fucked up.
But anyway.
You know I'm right.
No,
Sam.
I don't know if you're right.
Oh, no, I don't know if you're right.
But anyway, when we at Area 142 is when we really, really clicked. I mean, literally, it was a great event. We smoked cigars.
And he pulls up in a hot ass. He's a young, good-looking guy. Go on. Guys on Spotify, Apple, all the podcasts. Go on their website. It'll be up, and it'll be up by the time it's up. I want you to go online. Look at this kid. Good-looking young guy. Single. Smart.
I don't know if
Wait a minute.
Single. Don't get the man in trouble now.
Hey, listen, Vlad.
Larry.
Smart. I'm single, too. Smart. Sam's single. On Fridays and Thursdays.
No.
He's on Fridays and Thursdays.
Are you trying to get me in trouble now? I know my wife's going to be listening.
His wife's a good lady, of course. Sam's a great family guy, actually. And you were saying I'm single, but anyway, people, he's a good-looking guy. Go look at him. He rolls up in this white, unbelievable Ferrari.
Fire.
I mean, everybody's heads. I know I left the event at 9. He doesn't leave till 1.
We stayed a while.
Yeah.
We stayed a couple hours.
So what was your thought when you, obviously, all of this?
Honestly, it was a great event. The people that we met, everything just went flawless. I felt like I fit in very well. Eddie that owned 142.
Eddie Rose, Area 142.
Great guy.
Good friend of mine.
We had the camera crew out there enjoying. It was a great evening. I really enjoyed myself. I appreciate the invite.
Oh, man, we appreciate you bringing a Ferrari. You parked it right in the middle of the event.
Yeah,
I mean,
the AstroTurf.
that was cool. Pretty cool.
It was.
When you come up.
It was a good spot. Absolutely.
You know what happened, too? People don't remember this. I do. Another Ferrari showed up.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of his friends.
I did, too.
It was a 488 as well, but it was a Spider, the convertible.
Is that nicer?
It's
nicer.
to each his own.
Okay.
You know,
I like convertibles, though.
I like the that's a nice convertible, definitely. I'm more of a coupe guy.
Now, are those cars, what's the value of a car like that?
300.
Whoa.
Maybe a little bit more. The Spiders are actually holding better value right now. So,
Well, Florida for sure, I bet,
Yeah.
because of convertible.
Well, they're all pretty bad.
Is that a rag top or a hard top?
it's a hard top.
Oh, see, I love the hard. Like the Mercedes, I told you that.
so it folds back. The
Yeah,
hard,
it
the hard
folds.
comes
It folds
back.
into the trunk.
Like the
Nice.
Mercedes.
The only problem, though, what I don't like about the Spider is you don't have the piece of glass in the back to see the engine.
Oh yes, you can
That's
see that.
That's the
See that fire.
See, he's such a car guy. But if I'm a guy looking out for chicks, I'll take the convertible.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Look at- look at-
No, it don't matter at that point. You're in like
pick a
Jude
color.
said. It's in a total different realm, right? You roll up in that car and it's like,
Well, you know, it's funny. I did a Lamborghini event. I did it in West Palm Beach Polo Club. I was hired to go down there and, be one of the guys signing shit. And I go down there, Sam. And I was with Warren Sapp, actually. Oh, shit. And so we're in the, in the Ferrari area and people, and they can't take a picture because they know you from wherever they know you. So I'm sitting in there. And at this time, I'm about 265, Sam. That was a few years back and stuff. I lost a lot of weight, 50 pounds.
Looking good.
Thank you. And
come on,
Sam, Robin. So
go ahead, finish this story.
So what happened was, I get in this Lamborghini, and I fucking can't fit in it again. This and thing. I said to the guy, they had a rep there and all, and I looked at him. I said, listen. I can't even get a blowjob in this car. He goes, listen. He goes, if you can afford. He goes, if you can afford this car, you get the hotel that fucking get the blowjob in.
You got a point there.
Car was $500,000 in.
Yeah.
Those cars are crazy.
And I don't know. That's not the car. That's not my dream car.
Yeah.
My dream, a Bugatti is my dream car.
Yep.
That's just crazy. But I don't even know. Maybe it'll come about. You never know in life.
But no, he's a Ferrari guy. And the thing about me is listen, I think those cars are cool, but he just showed me on TV and I didn't know the name of it. But the white Ferrari is my favorite. He's got a bunch of them. He's got like a yellow one, a blue one, a red one. But the white one is my favorite. That's the street legal one.
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah, that's a street car.
Okay. Yeah.
I like the, I was at his place and it's been in my mind all month, the Maybach.
Oh, yeah. That one was nice.
That's, you might Sam that.
Yeah.
No, that's a good car.
Hold
It's
on.
safe. It's safe. I need a
it's
safe car.
I'm sure it is.
It
safe.
is.
Yeah.
You might need one of those. I'm
Come
just
on,
saying.
Vlad.
I'm just saying.
Let's
get that checkbook going. Warm
Sammy,
that pen up.
can't we put a crooked diamond on there?
Yeah. Let's hold off a little while.
Oh, damn. See, he's the one that keeps me in check.
Somebody has to.
No,
Vlad, no, back to Mr. Vlad. So exactly where are you from? Were you born and raised?
I was born in New York.
New York. I hope you weren't in his neighborhood.
No.
Oh, okay.
If he did, he robbed his first car.
What part of New York, if you don't mind me asking?
Long Island.
Nice.
Where we robbed cars.
Oh, so he was in that neighborhood where you stole
Hey, I
more
bought
money.
my first one. I
I didn't say that. We robbed cars in Long Island because we were poor. We were the Bronx and Brooklyn. That's where we'd go. Where are you going to rob cars? In our neighborhood, you're going to rob either a gangster's car and you get killed.
Okay.
Or you're going to rob a shitty car. So where do you go? Do you go to Long Island?
Okay, you go to Long Island.
Or Jersey. We used to go to Jersey. But I know you're from Long Island. You got into cars because your dad? Is that why you got into
Yeah,
it?
my father started with Mercedes, and I basically was born with tools in my hands.
Yeah.
And it just went from...
Wait, let me see those hands now. You look like a pretty boy.
No, he's
Oh,
got
no,
their
you're
hands.
picking up no tools.
No, their hands. They're definitely working
They are.
hands.
Okay.
These are
Sam,
working hands.
Sam, you wouldn't know that. Sam ain't
Go
lift
ahead.
anything heavier than a
All
deck
right.
of cards in a long time.
A long time. But go ahead, man. So I see motorcycles, motocross.
Yeah. I started with dirt bikes, a couple little go-karts, things like that. I didn't have enough money to ever buy brand new stuff, so I was always repairing used toys.
So
basically.
wait. He wasn't born with the silver spoon in his mouth?
Nope.
No, his parents really are good parents.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
No matter what, they're hard workers themselves.
Right.
And they built a hell of a business here. But and they gave him a lot of good foundation. I knew that. Great foundation, obviously, you know.
My dad worked his ass off so that we could have a better life. And
your dad's from Russia?
Well, no, his father is.
Yeah, that's I mean, I heard all the story, you know.
So what's your last name? Is that?
It's German.
German.
Actually. German
Okay.
and Russian.
German and Russian. So he's a mutt, like my
we're
son.
all mutts. We're all mutts. Come on in.
Come on in.
Whoever it is, come on in. Uh-oh.
Hey, how you
Can sit on
doing?
the couch just over there. We got someone. The next guest is coming. But just sit down over there. Yeah, you can anywhere over there. Grab a drink.
The real deal. They just roll up in here.
Oh, well, that's what we do it. You know, I don't want, no, Dana, go over there in the couch.
There you go.
Yeah. you
So
can check it out.
so you're German and Russian.
Yes.
That's interesting. Okay. So
Well, that's European. That happened a lot back then, actually, Sam. If you look at geography, when Russia and Germany, before World War II, before the real thing, they were really, really tight. Obviously, World War I screwed a lot of things up, too. But they still weren't against them. Like, Russia was not against them at that time. They didn't side with them. But then, obviously, World War II, when Germany tried to take over the world, then Russia get in, and then that's where the United States, history-wise, the United States wanted to go right into Russia. Patton he did that. He wanted to go roll the tanks into Moscow, and they wouldn't let him. And here we're out today. But that's history. Your history is something. So you go to school. When do you guys move to Florida?
It was 2001. We came to Florida.
Oh, so you were.
It was right after September 11th, actually.
Wow. How old were you at that point? 20?
No,
no, 15.
13. I think 13.
You were 13. Do you remember it? Do you remember that kind of?
I do. Because it was literally, I think I was in Florida with my grandmother, and the planes hit the World Trade Center, and I'll never forget it.
Is that why you came here? Because your grandparents lived there?
No, actually, everybody lived in New York, but we were tired of the weather.
Traffic, weather,
you could just keep writing things.
People like Larry.
Taxes.
Yeah, guys like Larry, you got to get away from them.
Yeah. That's true.
Keep losing my car every once in a while.
Oh God, man, what a rough crowd. So now you get into how you again. I ride motorcycles still. As a matter of fact, I just put tickets in for that motorcycle. Hopefully, I'll win it.
Nice.
My mother says I can't have one. She says,
Sam
says that
no,
too. They don't want to kill myself.
It's dangerous on the road. It is on a motorcycle. Absolutely.
He's dangerous in general. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Kind of. Yeah.
but my question is, like, obviously I like motorcycles and stuff. You did too. Where does the car fascination, especially with the speed? I know you like speed. A lot of young people do. But how do you get into the track? Because you're really controlled about it, and that's pretty good.
Well, what happened was I started racing a lot of motocross and supermoto, and that's just where the passion just clicked. I like competing. I want to see what I'm made of. I want to see who I'm competing against. What are they made of? And it just went for years. And then I ended up getting in 2 really bad crashes. And I ended up in a wheelchair, broken back, broken leg.
You learn from it, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you got to slow down to speed up, kind of, you could say.
Right.
No, it's just something I couldn't give up. And then I was in a wheelchair for 6 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I got screws and plates all over my body, but
Oh wow!
yeah,
like me.
I got 10 over.
But you didn't give up. He's not a quitter, as I can see.
Hey, it's not for everybody. You know?
Right.
It's not for everybody.
You know what Nick says? Nick did a lot of riding, and he says if you didn't crash every day on a dirt bike, you weren't trying hard enough. He's right.
I like that one.
No,
That's why
what
I
he's
ain't
meaning
gonna
is you
get
got to
on
dump him, especially
Or you're not
dirt
going
bike.
fast enough, I would say.
Yeah, he was like that. Nick is more. He's more. You know, Sam, it's weird because you know how reserved he is, and then now you're thinking, I hear.
Well,
the
he's coming
story.
out. He's coming out of his
totally. So you get into car racing now. When I first met you, you got the trailers, the whole works, and because you built that. I remember when you got that new one, the big trailer, and you go traveling here in the state of Florida. Have you been outside?
Yeah, I've been to Georgia. We're going to be going to Virginia here soon. Basically, the Southeast is where we stay.
And we are happy because we have a cross promotion with you guys. Mm-hmm. We're going to have our Crooked Diamond on your trailer and the car.
Oh, yeah.
In this event. And
Ferrari.
This is cool. And he's got great shirts. I can't wait to see him with Vlad's Autobahn and whatever, the Crooked Diamond thing. How do you get, like, okay, this event, give the people what it is. I know what it is, but I want you to give the people what this event is.
Okay, so the 3rd and the 4th is the Celebration Car Show at Daytona Speedway.
That's big. That's big, man.
So
that's at the big track.
Let me get him a little. April 3rd, April 4th, we're going to be at the 20th annual Celebration Exotic Car Festival Children's Charity Event.
Make-A-Wish.
Make-A-Wish. That's the money
huge.
is being donated. Is this one of the biggest events for Ferrari?
Not for Ferrari. I would just say that this is a really, really good, basically an event for the Make-A-Wish. As far as Ferrari goes, there's going to be a lot of Ferraris there. There's going to be Paganis. There's going to be prototypes, LMP cars.
Hey, and then I don't want to interrupt you, but Pagani, I didn't know that was a $3 million car. You said I couldn't even pronounce the thing, man.
Well, a Ferrari at $3 million that equals a Bugatti.
Well, Bugatti's different.
Remember, somebody's going to call you out on this.
Yeah.
We got 3 different that we just talked there: Bugatti, Pagani, and Ferrari. They're all different manufacturers.
Okay.
But you're going to have very, very rare number cars.
Right.
Low number, excuse me. And we're going to see full-blown race cars. There's going to be street cars. There's going to probably be old cars there. I don't know what the lineup is, but I went a couple of years ago, and it was impressive.
Now, is this a race?
No.
Oh, so is it? So now I just came from Daytona 500. I was on the infield, and I was there for the whole week. I do that every year. And we went with 23 people this year, 10 RVs.
That's awesome.
It was amazing.
That's the way to do it.
It was a party.
Let's
just put it that way. So we went there. Of course, I went down to pit road, and we went, where all the cars get worked on. And said, "Now you're going to be down there."
Yeah, we're going to have. I'm probably bringing about 5 or 6 Ferraris with me.
Oh,
nice. Don't try to sit in one, Larry.
No, did you see the video? If anybody hasn't seen the video online.
McLaren.
I couldn't get it. I was fat. I was about 260 something, 260, 70 or whatever at the point. I could not get out of a McLaren, was it?
Yeah, it was a McLaren at the shop.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you had a McLaren at the shop?
Yeah, he works on all exotic cars. First of all, Vlad's Autobahn is
Autobahn.
It's one of the best foreign car places I know, period.
What's the address again, Vlad?
It's 354 West Drive.
Nice. Anybody needs any mechanic work, they're the best.
I'm sure they're going to come from Istanbul to do that, or maybe from California.
Ship them in. Let's go.
Sam's looking at me like, Sam's looking at me like, what the fuck he's talking about? I don't know how many people listen to us around here.
But in their garage, it's crazy because, and I'm not trying to jump, we'll get back to it, but how many mechanics you have in there? 4 or 5?
Right now I have 3 mechanics. I'm also a mechanic as well, and then my father.
Well, he's telling me he gets out there, but
no, for real.
I know I'm harassing.
No, I'm going to give it a little for real here because we're not going to we're going to talk more about that near the end. But you are actually one of the best BMW guys because that's where you really built your bones, and your dad is Mercedes, of course. So they deal with foreign cars, all foreign cars, yeah, but. BMW, people don't know, it's a foreign car, and they need it's a big difference than a regular car, correct?
I'd say, yeah, the systems are a little complicated. As far as where I'm at now, I kind of generated more to the Italian cars as opposed to the German cars.
Ferraris, Lamborghinis, that kind of stuff.
Just my clientele has changed since I've been in the challenge cars, which is the full-blown race cars for Ferrari. And,
this is deep.
And oh man, once you get into it, it's hard to get out. You just keep going, and
you enjoy it too.
Oh, I love what I do.
So question for you. So whenever I go to your shop, I always look around. I know you guys well, and I'll see, like I said, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, McLaren.
You see everything.
Different cars. The Maybach, something like that. Do you? You guys do not work on anything domestic. Or like a Toyota, that's not domestic.
Correct.
Okay, you
don't.
don't.
I asked him to look at my Cadillac, and he looked at me like I had 3 heads. No, I'm just kidding. He just goes, we don't work on Cadillacs.
You don't believe it or not, I wouldn't want him to. He's a specialist, and that's why I look. If you go to
I was harassing him.
I know, but if you got bone surgery, I want an orthopedic. I don't want a heart surgeon.
Okay.
And it's not that I can't do it. I just don't have the tools to do it. I mean, could I figure anything out? Yeah, I can figure anything out.
Right.
How long is it going to take me if I
exactly.
don't work on this? Now I have to do research. I have to figure things. I'll figure anything out. But,
well, that's so will a doctor, but he'll kill you.
I won't kill you, though.
That's the whole good part. You know, the reason I only say that is because I get that part of it, because people don't know how important mechanics are. It's one of those professions today that if you have a good mechanic, Sam,
if you,
we know
don't get me on that subject.
What?
If you have a good mechanic that's fair.
I just said that. I was going there.
Oh, you didn't get there yet.
Well, you didn't let me, you fuck.
You hit a. And he called me. You hit a nerve there, but no, you're right. You have an honest and a good mechanic, and that's what you guys do, and that's why you have a bunch of repetitive customers.
Oh, you know, Laura loves them. They got rid of that because they told them to get rid of it. Maybe they remember when she bought that high end Porsche.
Oh yeah.
Romanowski?
Yeah, and she not long ago, 6 months ago. I don't know who the hell knows.
Thing is,
Well, she buys cars like they're houses and cars.
Laura, John. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You have to do a pre-purchase inspection. These are investments. You want to get, most of these salesmen that are selling you cars, they don't even own one of these cars. Like when I got my Ferrari from the dealership, I asked all these guys, "Hey, do you have? What are you driving?"
Well, they can't afford it.
I don't have one. You go to the finance guy. "What are you driving?" "I don't have one."
Right.
You go to the manager. "I don't have one." So you got guys that are basically selling you a car that they don't even know about. They learn from a 10-minute test drive with a customer where you just don't feel it. You want to feel warm and fuzzy when you're buying.
I have a question. I get that, Paul. We're going to talk a little bit about cars here. When you buy a Ferrari, like even I look, or anybody can look at one, can you lose? Do you lose money? Do they have the depreciation as a regular car?
It depends where you buy it as far as the age of the car and the mileage. So
good question.
Yeah.
That's a good question. So depending on where you're at, you go above $250,000, you could be a guy that drives it for a year, makes money on it, and then trade it in for the next one.
And not lose a dime.
Yeah, potentially. As long as you keep it nice.
Well, obviously, if you got a car that much,
you can't be smoking cigars in it.
Oh, yes, you can.
Crooked Diamond, Oliva.
If it's a Crooked Diamond, see, Crooked Diamonds don't smell in cars.
or Oliva.
Okay, we'll give Oliva that too. No, actually, with cars, listen. Even this office, this studio, whatever it is, if I'm living somewhere and I'm in a car a lot or whatever it's going to be, I do smoke. And you know why? Listen, why am I buying this? I'm not buying this for the investment. So if I got an investment, I keep it in a garage, I put the cover over it, and that's it, and get the value on it. If you're going to use it and work, live in it and work with it, enjoy it. You know who does that? Our friends, Sam, a few of them who live in places and they got a lot of money, and he goes, listen, I get it. So, but I want to live in the car. I don't want to be. I can't touch it. You can't work it. Oh, your shoe's dirty. Don't get in here. Fuck that.
No. That's a little too hardcore. Now, I mean, you're talking like $1 million car. Yeah, you want to keep that thing nice, but
still, if you can afford the $1 million car,
true. Yeah, true. But I mean, life is short, so there's always that balance. You want to enjoy it. Oh, I don't want to put any miles on this thing. Well, life is short. Enjoy it. That's what I do with my cars.
Oh, okay. So now, Sam, I got a question for you because people are going to be asking this. We are going to this 20th annual Celebration Exotic Car Festival.
Yes, sir.
Where they're donating to Make-A-Wish Foundation, which I love donating stuff. So we're going to it. Where am I going to be? Can you let people know?
We're going to be with the Crooked Diamond Cigar. We're going to be with the garages. Correct me if I'm wrong. Vlad knows better than I know. Is it the infield where the garages are?
Correct.
So we'll be set up in our booth with our Crooked Diamond booth with our Crooked Diamond cigars in our Crooked Diamond ladies selling the cigars, and we'll be hanging out with Vlad and all of his toys.
Yeah.
Okay, now there's going to be a lot of people. So that now people can buy tickets to this event.
Yes.
Okay, and price point.
The tickets are $20.
That's it. And this is Daytona Raceway, everybody.
Daytona Raceway,
Florida. Daytona,
and that's a really reasonable price, actually.
Absolutely.
I think they're only $20. You can buy them
just
online.
to get under. See, what people don't know about Daytona, to get to the track, you actually have to go under the track, and it's pretty cool. So there's two entrances at the fourth turn and the first turn, and you go under the track. So when you go under the track, you get to the infield. Now, in the infield is where you're going to go to pit road. You're going to go to where he is, the garages and stuff, just to get there. Because I did 10 laps around Daytona. I did it, in a race car, not governed.
You can't fit in no race.
Was that the infield or the oval?
Oh no, the big one, the big track, the oval. Yeah, okay. No, I did the whole thing, and I got it up to 168. I think it was.
You cannot fit in those cars.
Oh,
man.
I did it. That was funny too because I had to go through the window. And I swear, my kid, it was fun. And I was a little probably my size now. It's hard. I mean, those guys can't be big to go in there.
No.
I mean, unbelievable. And I got so much respect for drivers after I did 10 laps around Daytona, and they don't have no governors because they give you a 3-hour class. So I was telling the professional driver there, I said, listen, I'm going to bump you because I know racing. I'm going to bump you. He goes, try. I want you to try. I find out later that even though I have no governors, there's certain things they do to cars and this and they, they're tight.
It's the real deal, man.
Yeah, well, and these are professional drivers. What they do is they're on the car. They only have a green light and a cautious light. That's it. There's no red light on the back of the car you have to follow. And you get on the track. You have to hit the first turn at 80, or you'll slide down the.
You ain't gonna get me out there, man. I'm a grandma.
He knows
I drive like a grandma.
Have you drove the big oval?
No, I've never done the full oval. We do
do that.
We do the half oval and then come into the infield and then back on the other side of the
Okay,
oval.
so you know about the 33.
Oh, yeah.
They have a 33 degree angle on the turn.
Oh, I did.
So if you don't go 80, you will slide down the embankment.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to
That's
hit
exactly why I won't be on the track.
Oh, I know. You drive like a grandma.
Stop it.
So, he does. He does. He drives just. He is the guy in the left lane that's going 55.
Oh, no.
No, I ain't going 55.
Caddy life.
Okay, stop it.
Yeah. You know his next car, right? A Lincoln.
No,
I was going to say Oldsmobile.
I had that bad.
Oldsmobile.
Oh,
No, a Grand Marquis.
don't.
A Grand Marquis my mother had.
Don't go there. That is a low blow. But anyway, no, it's interesting. That track is interesting. And it's, like I say, you learn something new. But Vlad is actually, it's crazy because when I went to his shop, and he's got this fancy helmet, and he's got this suit on. Tell us a little bit about the helmet and the suit. And I see a fire extinguisher in the car. I thought the car was going to catch on fire.
Oh, no, that's a special system.
Yeah. Shoot,
but
Vlad.
I want to tell the event is so it's Monday and Tuesday, which is the second and third and fourth.
There you go. Third, fourth.
And what times? Just give people, is it an after work event? Can people come?
It's all day.
All day, yeah.
Okay, so if you buy a ticket for $20, you're in there all day?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
and they
that's
get
pretty
to
good.
walk around. It's really cool. And correct me if I'm wrong. You can get pretty up close, up and close to all of his toys. And they have some toys out there. Man.
Sam, when you're there, even during Daytona 500, before the race and all that kind of stuff, they have the garages for all of them. You can have your favorite driver. I'm a Jimmy Johnson. I'm a Hendrix Motorsports guy. So I love, because I'm big into that. I was big into racing. So what happened was I'd go down to that garage area, and you go to Hendrix, and you can watch them literally change an engine in no time.
He's got a 10-man crew, 12.
No. I have 5 guys.
That's a lot of guys, though.
Oh, those crews are about. But see, they have
Right,
They
I
have
understand.
crew chiefs and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. That's on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
You will see guys like that have 10, 12 teams.
But even 5 guys, that's
a lot.
That's
But
great.
also-
but I guess it's a lot of work.
I'm also
with
bringing
those-
about, I think, 4 or 5 clients with me.
Okay.
So depending on the service that we provide at the track to ensure that the cars are safe, you're safe, you have your radio equipment working. As you pull out on the track, that nothing's leaking out of the
safe
car.
that's really big.
Now you're
for
going,
me.
and is it the road track they set up for you?
Yeah, it's with the infield.
Yeah, it's a road track. So you're going to do the road track. Now, there's nobody else. Now, these are all drivers who own their cars, everything. There must be some kind of insurance you have to show, everything like, no?
No. Some cars are eligible for insurance, depending on, some of the cars you're not going to be able to get insurance for.
But doesn't Daytona, want to see something? How can they be held liable, no?
They're not. You sign a waiver. So, you got to be careful.
Can I get in the car with you?
I think so. We'll have to find out from the officials.
I was just thinking, man.
because
that would be something.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
If I could just sit next to you and I take a camera and film you going around the track for a bunch of times. Now, you said it's not a race per
Correct.
se.
It's basically a track day separated in different groups. So depending on experienced drivers, professional guys, I think that even beginners can go out there.
Wow. Now, obviously.
Are we going to bring the Mercedes out there or what?
I would and crash it. I got insurance.
Don't go there.
It's a safe car. Your dad tells me that.
It's safe.
It's safe, but you're considered probably a professional at this point, right? I mean, you race every week. I mean, you actually go to races and race.
Yeah.
He's not going to pat himself on the back
Well,
like
I mean,
you, Larry.
I'm
but
wondering
yeah.
how you would say, like, who said, listen, if I went out there and told him I was a professional, I'm not. But I like to race. I do get to Fort Lauderdale real quick.
Real quick, I bet.
Oh, yeah, exactly. We were coming back from the big smoke. I didn't want to fall asleep because I thought he was going to crash me. He's driving so fast.
Wait a minute. Did we get here quick? You
We
didn't say
made it
anything?
home. We made it home. For
It took us, with him driving, 2.5 hours to get there. To get back, hour 55 minutes. How slow is he
I
driving?
don't know if I'd be bragging on that.
Wait, how slow are you driving?
I'd probably need a helmet riding with you later.
Yeah, saying
man.
a helmet. You need the fire suit too. What do you call it?
Damn, Sam.
You're pretty bad, Larry. He's like swerving lanes. And then at one point, I'm sitting on the passenger side. We can't get the radio to work.
Oh,
He
that-
done hit a button or something that we can't even.
Did you figure it out?
Yeah, as soon as I got on the driver's back on the driver's side. But anyway, so you may need to give him some. He gave you a little bit when you were making some bad choices. Help him out a little bit. Let him know that car ain't no toy.
So I actually do a lot of coaching
Very
as
good.
well.
That was actually
So-
good, Sam.
He gave me a compliment, but that's okay. What
One.
do you do again?
I'm going to add him up.
He said you do a lot of.
So I do a lot of coaching for new drivers to basically get more people involved into this. So it's such a great sport.
And it's not just a sport. I mean, it teaches. You know what I mean? Because I had a traumatic event in my life. You know what I mean? But it teaches young kids.
Whenever you're open for that, Sam.
Yeah,
that's you,
it teaches young kids that
power, the
that
danger.
3,000-pound machine or 2,000-pound is not a toy. You know what I mean? It's like it could be, and we will eventually talk about that.
Yeah, Sam.
I've been given so much that I like to give back, especially young teenagers
Right.
at that time where like the information is so critical that you need to get
It is.
You need to get the fundamentals, the braking techniques, understand the physics of what's going on.
And
what
just
you're
even
doing.
besides the technical end, actually, you and I talked about this. What we're going to do is take some inner city kids, and we're going to go to the track, Sam, with a day, and give these kids a experience along with a lot of lessons, just like we're doing. See, when you give people lessons like we want to give them, you're not sitting them in a room. You know, when they take laps with you and you're telling them, here's why you do it, and then they're loving it, and then you say, listen, this is why you can't do it on the street, because you crash into a wall, you're dead.
Exactly.
You know, I'm saying that's the life lessons that you can give, obviously, more than anybody as a driver of your experience. And the lesson, like, because you like to give back. You want to give back like I do. So I want to do that. Well, we're going to video that, a whole event.
And I think a lot of it is the progression that you find yourself making is so addictive as well. Now you're getting faster, you're getting better, you're getting smoother. That's like you want to always progress and become better.
But how do you take that mindset of yours and not bring it to the street? Because that's the problem sometimes.
Well, once you start going to the track, you go, the road is boring. I don't even have fun anymore.
Well, that scares me, because then you're on the road going around cars,
No,
making
but-
it a little
but-
exciting.
But that's what I do is that you don't get what you get from the track. So now when you go out, what do? I go out to dinner, boom, take it home, done.
Right.
I'm not out there like, oh, let me push it as hard as I can. No, because you can't even get the tires hot enough on the street.
Well, I have a question for you. I mean, you got a beautiful Ferrari out front. We're going to show in this clip and a couple of clips on Instagram. He's got a Ferrari, a white Ferrari out front. That is gorgeous. Don't you feel like when you're behind the wheel? I mean, because I know me, and I'm being honest. If I get in that car, I'm on 95, and I see some punk.
I'm going to have to come bond you out of jail for reckless driving.
Exactly.
But go ahead. Let's keep it real.
For real, and don't you get that urge?
Honestly, not really. It's everybody, for some reason, once you start driving, you got minivans trying to race you. You got pickup trucks trying to race.
Are you serious?
Every time I take it out, there's like a van or something crazy that's just revving me up and trying to.
And you must just laugh now. I mean, of course.
I mean, it's good sport because you know what? I was doing the same thing too. I was looking at the guy's car. I was giving him thumbs up, rev this thing. I want to hear this.
Right.
So I totally understand it, but
you learned from it.
yeah, and I'm at the track 3 times a month, maybe more. Then I'm on motorcycles.
See, but you're different. I worry about, listen, you already at 35, you're experienced, you went through some crazy shit. I don't want the young guy to think they can go out there and then take their what's the car, a Supra, all
BMW,
the shit whatever, the BMW, yeah, and think, oh man, I got this and I'm good. I know how well my Mercedes handles. Because I can whip around a turn probably better than most cars out there. You know, it's low, it's big wheels, the turning. That's what I love. I actually like that. I like the gas it going around.
Slow down, Turbo.
I know, you're right.
Slow down. We're on the streets.
You are right, guys. But I see it
Oh,
in
you
myself.
said I was right?
Oh, shit. That's twice. That's done for the week.
I mean,
oh, there he is. Everybody's waiting for it. And I see that, like, that feeling I get, and I like that. And I don't, of course, I'm a little bit older now. I really don't. When I was young, I took my vet to 150-something because I was running from a cop. And I did. I was on Alligator Alley. Oh, boy. And we were like I seen him, hit his brakes, turn, his lights went on. I punched it. And I was going 90 at the time. By the time he went slow to get to, gone. I mean, he had to do 200 to get me at minimum. But he did. I thought he was going to radio ahead, but he didn't do that either. Oof. But anyway, I was passing cars, and I remember this, like they were standing still. Literally, Sam, when you're going 150 and a car's going 60,
I
80.
ain't doing more than 80.
Sam, you ain't going to do more than 55. You got pissed when they made the speed limit 65. Well, you get what I mean.
Yeah.
That's an adrenaline rush. I don't have that anymore because I'm older. I get my rushes different ways. How do you tell a kid not to?
Honestly, for me, it was motorcycles until I could afford to go to the track. And
but you got hurt, right?
Well, from motorcycles.
Yeah, but still, that's adrenaline and that speed.
That's where you need to speak in. And I mean that. We'll talk about that privately.
Yeah, for sure.
And ways, because I think what we need to see is I'm trying to help young people. Anybody listening to the show, yes, I love it. It is addicting. I want to go to Daytona. I can't wait to just hear. What excites me, and I go to Daytona every year. This is our 4th year. And what excites me every year I go there is the sound.
I've never been, but
Sam, you gotta come next year.
It's amazing. Well, those cars they're just so.
Sam, it's the sound. The sound is addicting.
The race fuel that you smell all around.
It really is. Oh. It's addicting. The sound to me. I mean, we hang out at the camp, we watch it on an 80 screen. We had a 70-some-odd-inch TV outside, watching it at our site.
Right. All my friends always tell me it's something that you want to do.
Yeah, just do it. It was my bucket list. It was my bucket list, one of my bucket list things, and I did it. And I will tell you one thing, that the sound, no matter what you say, in the morning, you could be sleeping, and these cars get up to go practice or whatever. Oh, yeah. It's unbelievable.
I'll be like one of the first ones to wake up, rev that motor. I'm waking everybody up.
Okay. Well, we're definitely going to be there that weekend.
During Daytona this year, I was sleeping. I flew out of bed because they were doing you want to talk power? They were doing the jets that do the flyover for
I saw you on top of the RV. I thought you were going to fall down.
No, that was during it, Sam.
Oh, okay.
In the morning, they come over your head probably 100 feet. The whole RV shakes. Alarms from cars are going off. I'm not kidding you. You ask them, they go that low, and you want to talk. Then you think, you think that race car's powerful? Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. No joke.
Oh, that must be the biggest rush in the world.
No, I'm afraid of heights. I ain't going there.
Oh, Sam, I don't. That would be amazing. I'm not kidding. You talk about a rush. That's something I would do. But I'm going back to the event. So you're going to go there, and what time are you getting there? What time are we getting there, Sam?
We'll be there Saturday.
Saturday,
because we have some other events with the Cricket Diamond Cigar shout out.
Okay.
But we'll be there Saturday.
And are we going to be near where they are so people can look for us?
Absolutely. We're gonna. Shoot, Vlad knows a little better where we're going to be. Close to the garage where all the fancy cars are at.
And we're going to have the Diamond Cigar Girls?
Have the 10 up, we'll have the Diamond Cigar Girls. We're going to have the Cricket Diamond Cigars if someone wants to try them. And it's going to be a really good event. I'm actually excited about it.
I love Daytona. So and I was just there at Bike Week this week.
I love all those fancy toys that Vlad has.
I went there with Jude.
Oh,
I went to
what up,
bike.
Jude?
Jude. To let everybody know, Jude's been on the show. Jude is a celebrity from Sirius XM Radio, Shade 45. His channel is a big channel on Sirius XM, and he's been on Howard Stern's show. He wrote 3 books, And Jude was sitting right there last week, and he stayed with me for 3 days.
Jude's off the chain.
And he's so fun, man. Anyway, we said, we were at the house, I said, Nick, you're working. He goes, what? You're working. Get the RV ready. We're going to Daytona.
Oh, boy.
We went to Bike Week with the RV. Oh, my God. Let me just say, somebody slipped me an acid pill or two.
We didn't have to go there, man.
Well, somebody slipped me because I don't know. Somebody don't know, because Jude's, Jude's talking about the story on Sirius XM today, I think.
Okay.
So anyway, I got whacked. And the music was playing. Paul Simon, baby. Kodachrome.
He loves Paul Simon. But anyway, so we, you're here, and now we had Jude here, and we went to Bike Week. And again, the sound, Sam, I think really that's the thing that gets me, the sound. So you're going to hear that right here. I mean, do these Ferraris have that too?
Oh, yeah. I think probably one of the top sounding car.
But your racing ones are a little, I guess it's the pipes. I know I sound
loud.
a little green.
No,
so I know Larry's going to say something.
No, I'm with you.
You're with me now?
You're wrong. I gotta say, once I say you're right, you get too crazy.
Yeah.
I'm a little green on these cars, but it's the pipes, right, that makes the different.
Yeah,
the sounds.
No catalytic converters. Some of them don't have mufflers, so it's just straight piped.
Wow.
And
so they're coming right
and
from
a
the
lot
engine.
of power.
Oh God, your ears after a while they start to.
Do you wear plugs?
No.
Wow.
I have sound deadening headphones.
Otherwise, you're gonna get a hear when you're 50.
Yeah. And also, if you're walking and somebody just revs that motor right behind you, or right in front of you, oh man, it'll
set you
you'll
free.
know.
So we're gonna be on. Or tell the people where we're gonna be, and you're gonna be.
We're gonna be at Daytona the 3rd and the 4th, and it's gonna be a great event. I'm super excited. My whole team's excited.
At Daytona, they come through. This whole event's on the infield, correct?
Correct.
So everybody who comes to this event, they pay $20. They actually go ride underneath.
$20 is really cheap too.
Very cheap, man.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Very fair.
So they run underneath the track and come onto the infield. Is that what's gonna happen?
That's how you'll get to where we're going.
Wow. So because I know how big inside track is.
Huge.
We bring golf carts. That's how big it is.
Yeah,
when we
absolutely.
Go. So when you go there, do they let RVs go in there? I mean, can I pay for the RV to go
I'm
through?
sure you could bring your RV. You won't be able to go where the garages are.
No, I know the area well because I might tow a golf cart.
You should do that.
And then have a golf cart there at all times and stay there overnight. I'm sure they'll let you. I'm the call Daytona track and find out. I'm
going to be staying at
Sam. They set that up for you, and then you can stay or not, and that might not be a bad idea.
You might have a shank. I don't know if
I have a few.
Stay in the hotel.
You want one? Go look at the video, everybody. Wednesday's video, shank video, did very well.
2-3 shanks, no big deal.
No, we're not going back there.
Well, I can't have a gun.
No, you ain't got none of those things.
No weapons there.
So
yeah, I don't have a gun, but come into my house. My dog has one.
So let me ask you a question, Vlad. Vlad has, stop it, so many of these Ferraris. If I remember, a red, blue, the white one is the street legal one, red, blue, white. Which one is your favorite?
Yellow.
Yellow.
Which one's your favorite? Because you guys will see all these cars at the event. Yeah. Which one's your favorite and why?
The yellow one, absolutely. That was my first race car. It's a real special car. There's only about 45 that remain.
Oh, wow.
They only made 110 of them.
There's only 45 of that car you have?
That's it.
That's
awesome. Wow, that's pretty cool.
It's a very special car.
Can people come up and take pictures of them and all that?
Yeah, absolutely.
So they'll be able to come. I'm going to give it another one. If somebody really wanted to sit in it, could
no.
they? Yes, why not?
That's a touchy one. This is Larry.
Touch and
give
go
him
$20.
We ain't gonna make a point on that one yet.
It's not easy.
That's a judgment
It's
call.
not easy to get in the car with the roll cage.
Oh,
and the
I know.
Seat. I just put new racing equipment in there to keep it real nice and safe. And the seat I put in there makes it even harder to get in the car.
Right.
Wow, you must have techniques to do that.
He's like a jockey. You know the jockeys on the race horses?
Oh.
I don't think you could ride on a racehorse.
Sam, I went
Me or you?
No.
I said a racehorse, man. They got to be 90 pounds or 100
Did you hear what
pounds.
happened? You hasn't heard that story. When I was a young kid at 15, my father sent me to Delray Farms because I was very wiry, very little. I was just less than 100 pounds.
You're still a little wiry.
I went in the military at 17 years old at 130 pounds.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and I was, so they sent me to Delray Farms to be a jockey. I had a muck stalls and, train.
Nice.
And hey, I came back from the military. I'm 190 pounds. Well, there goes that horse damn dream.
Yeah.
We
Time
were
for
poor.
the diamonds.
Yeah, exactly.
We were poor, So my dad, they all went to the races and stuff in Belmont and Aqueduct in New York. So they were like their dream. Oh, that kid could be a jockey, that didn't work out.
It's a good thing it didn't, because I was gonna say something or not. But no, back to the race cars.
But
it's
I want
just like a jockey.
Yeah,
right. Do you agree? You can only be so. You can only be so big to fit in that car.
Well, it depends. How long can you last in the car too? It
gotta be in shape.
It beats you up. So
you do have to be in shape, Sam.
Yeah.
Depending on how long your stints are. Is it a 30-minute session? So the end of April, we're going to actually be racing in Homestead with the Forest Series. So they have the 45-minute stint, and then they have the 2-hour endurance race.
Oh,
so
how hot is it? How hot is it in that car?
Well, it's hot.
Very, and I'm a guy.
And you're in a suit.
You're in a fire suit. You have a helmet on. You have a Hans device on. You got a 6-point harness.
What's the Hans device?
That was invented for Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah.
Tell
So once you're all strapped in, the only thing that can move forward is your head. So if you don't have a Hans device, your neck could snap. And
that's how Dale Earnhardt died.
Okay.
At the last lap at Daytona, he actually died, and he snapped his neck. Anyway, and they invented that because of that.
So my new seats that I have also have halos that come off the side, so you can't.
Yeah. So pretty much, you ain't got no rear view mirrors, and you can't be looking behind you.
Oh, he has a rear view mirror.
You got mirrors, but it depends on the races, because sometimes they put like prototypes in your class and really fast people and slow people. So you're constantly aware. So you talk 45 minutes in a car constantly.
I don't want to drive for an hour in a car in
a luxury car.
And it's not
in a luxury car.
And it's not Cadillac suspension.
Oh, go ahead, man.
You are getting beaten up in that thing.
I have a couple of quick stories. First of all, what he's saying is in racing, Sam, they actually, in the professional levels, they have suits that are air conditioned. They have water bottles that hook up. They can drink. Because they're in there for 4 hours, cool suits. Yeah. It's amazing, the technology. What people don't understand why racing is so important is they come up with all the safety stuff we have in our luxury cars are really coming from racing and the accidents in racing. You can actually go to, when I went to that 3-hour class with the pros, you learn, they actually give you a tour of all the safety things that were innovated through racing, whether it was Indy or not. I mean, from roll cages to everything. And then I got one quick story. I was in Homestead. Homestead is the last race. It used to be the last race of NASCAR. At the end, it's the final, and that's where they decide who's going to go to the chase. So I'm in a booth, a private booth with Jerry Springer, me, Jerry, a couple other celebrities. I was a gangster at the time. I was just a bad guy. And we're all smoking cigars because they all smoke cigars. I didn't have a cigar, but Sam knows I've been smoking cigars for 40 years. So that is why, we did this Crooked Diamond cigar. But anyway, I'm with Jerry Springer and lady friends, let's just put it that way. And I will tell you what, I had more fun at that place. Now, this year, I went up to Toyota's private box at Daytona. Toyota, during the Daytona 500, they pay $200 and some thousand a year to have a private box, a private level up in Daytona. Right. So Chris took us up there, and wow, fuck. What a different view. And people can look at it. I think I posted a couple of videos of the cars from that view. That's where a lot of spotters are and stuff like that. They have all of that at Daytona. So when you get to know racing and you get to know from Homestead had that, but Homestead, what we did was just a fuck fest. Now, I don't think... Well,
come on, man. Stay focused here. Stay focused. Yes.
But I look at that as racing is involving everything. And I don't mean just what I just said. It involves so much, Sam. When you get into racing, the technology of racing there's so much, people don't get this. Racing think, how can you watch a car go around a track? The pit stops and the strategy that comes with a pit stop and changing 2 or 4 tires or doing stuff and the gas.
In that little bit of time.
Did you know, Sam, the pit crews in NASCAR, they have to try out, and most of them are professional athletes.
No.
Yes. Did you know that?
I didn't know.
Yeah. Those guys have timing. They had one guy who played on the University of, I don't know, Notre Dame, and they're big, fast, because you got to pull a top. And I'm talking seconds.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing. And you have to be coordinated and fast and strong. And there's so much that goes involved in these races.
Lots of pressure, too. You mess up, that's it.
That's it.
Done.
Right, but you got to get back on the track, correct?
It could be a second could lose you a race.
Well, you know, I found myself the other day, there's a big race. Okay, I'm green on this, and you guys are going to laugh. But we were playing poker on Sunday, and we were watching the races. We put them on TV.
Was it Talladega?
I don't know which one it was. It was recently.
I said Daytona's the big one.
Well, I don't know. Oh, it was when you were there. That was a Sunday.
Yeah, Daytona.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I found myself watching the races.
Super Bowl of racing.
All right, stop it. But no, it was interesting, and we watched the whole race. Actually, we bet on it. You can.
Of course, you did. We did too.
You know what I mean? But it's really cool. And someone was in the front, and the guy, they get right behind each other, right? I know this much.
Drafting.
Yep.
Come on, man. Let me finish it. At least sound like I know what I'm talking about.
People know you don't already.
All right, but it was
you're
cool.
doing good. You're doing good.
But it was cool. I was like, why is he up on him so close? He goes, he's got to stay behind him because he can draft. And I guess the wind slows the car down. Is that kind of how it works? Mm-hmm. So, see, I know a little bit, Larry.
Not only that, it's called a push. You know, when you get more than one car, they actually push each other.
Is he telling the truth, Vlad?
Yes. Yep. They push each other. You'll watch the lead. And you'll watch. He wants one of his. Usually they have different race teams.
Yeah, right.
And it could be a Hendrick
Toyota,
Sports. It could be Snyder's from Washington Redskins. A Roush Rating. All these, and they'll push each other. And they can't. If you ever watch them, they'll have to be right up close before they can go and then go. Otherwise, you cannot pass them like that. You never make it.
You're never gonna make it being out. Oh, that. Yeah.
He knows racing. Obviously, I don't know.
So what are you trying to say? I don't.
Yeah. I don't know what road racing is too much. I don't watch road racing at all. I mean, I watch the big races, and some of them littler races. What's the difference between a road race and the ovals? I mean, besides
it's huge, huge, because now tire pressures are different, tires are wearing different, brakes. I mean, depending on some of these corners, like when you come into the bus stop at Daytona, you have a huge straightaway. So you're getting up to 140-ish, sometimes even faster, and you're stomping on the brakes to make it into the bus stop. And you have to slow down to probably 50, 60-ish.
Yeah,
that fast?
And not only that, Sam, when you come down a pit road, which he's talking about, is there's penalties. If you're over a speed limit, you might lose a lap. You can't go, and they don't have speedometers in them. Trust me, they don't have speedometers.
In the car, there's no speed.
There's a pit button, so you don't speed.
Is that a pit button? I see. I didn't know that.
So you don't have the little thing that tells you how fast you're
going? That's a river. That's RPMs. Yes.
No, I know what RPMs are. Stop it. But you don't have.
Wait. What is an RPM? Give me the definition of it. Wow, did it get silent here?
Wait.
Called out.
I ain't
called
going
out.
there. Okay.
Tell him.
Revolutions per minute.
I knew that. No, just kidding.
What I was getting at, Sam, is they don't need a speedometer because they know every mark on that RPMs, what that speed is at that RPM. But I didn't know about the button. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So on my car, I have a pit button as well. I have a radio button, and then I have a scroll button. I can cycle through different menus, and I can look at different engine channels to make sure. Oh, wow. Like when you leave the bus stop at Daytona. And
tell them what a bus stop is.
The real bus stop where the
that's basically because he's confusing people.
You're going around the oval, right? And then it cuts into this little turn, which they call a bus stop, and then it goes back into the oval, right? But once you're heading towards the oval, you're in 6th gear wide open for so long.
And what speed are you doing about?
I mean, in the straight, I'll probably get up to like 170. But
wow,
that's crazy.
When you're going around there, I kind of switch my gauge, and I'm looking at oil pressure. And I just cross my fingers that
you don't blow something. Sure.
If you think about how often are you literally holding the motor wide open for 25 seconds, that's maybe crazy. More,
and then you're taking it right off,
and then boom, hard into the brakes into turn one, and temperature, all these things are critical. It's really nice to have my team there too. If something happens on track, they can, hey, something's going on, smoke's coming out of somebody's car, somebody crashed, That's why it's like when you go to these big tracks, you got to have a team with you.
Right.
Oh, no, I get that. Even spotters understand. Mm-hmm. What do you do? Like, will you notice something and then maybe tighten something? Like, again, a hose, a clamp or something?
Well, that's all That should all be done before the
No,
track.
I know, but you could lose it, can't you?
Correct.
Sure.
Yeah, something does happen, but that's why I provide the race support. So when we go to the track, I've got technicians that we're looking at the cars. As soon as you pull in, bam, I'm checking tire pressures. What are they at the right spot? Did they get too high?
So you have to have those guys. Those guys are like the cornermen in a boxing match.
big time.
Yeah, if you want to be safe,
That's
I
a
mean,
good analogy.
if you don't have them, then you're basically good luck.
Luck.
We'll go
Right.
with this.
Yeah,
one. Cross
yeah,
that
Yeah.
finger.
And I
over.
don't, yeah.
And
Luck
if
don't
anybody
always
hasn't
win.
heard our show, go to back shows we have. I interviewed Randy Lanier. Randy Lanier was the Rookie of the Year in Indy 500. The Rookie of the Year. And he was a drug dealer. And he was on the show. He did 27.
We didn't have to know all that
Yes, you
part,
did.
but-
He did 27 years in prison. Did 27 years in
Wow.
prison. And he was, and we got to talking. Everybody said, that was a crazy show because we forgot that the radio was on. Him and I talking about people we know in prison because we were in the same prisons, not together, but different times. Wow. So we started rapping about prison. People, we had a whole bunch of, this place was full, and people just were, oh my, look at that, because we forgot. We both forgot that we were on any kind of show. We just started talking about, what we're talking about. And I learned a lot about racing. See, Indy racing is a lot different than NASCAR racing.
Big time.
Talk about difference. How about money? Did you know an Indy car will take 100 and something thousand a year, where NASCAR is about 30 million a year, 100 plus million to run a Indy car or what's the
F1.
F1, or and NASCAR is about 30 million a year.
Expensive toys.
That's businesses. That's not toys. Yeah. They got corporations like Toyota. Yeah. They got, Ferrari, Ford.
Right.
Lots of advertising.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
We're doing a little cross advertising. We're loving it. We're having fun. And a question on that too. You do this. Is there any goals for you? You're 35. I mean, do you want to be in the race business? I mean, you are in its own way. I mean, most people like you, and I learned a lot about the drivers. They all know what they're doing. They're all mechanics in their own way, or they know enough about mechanics, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Do you want to go somewhere?
I'm kind of just going with the flow, basically. Right. I can't get enough of the cars. It's my purpose. It's my passion. When I'm not driving in a car, then I'm on a simulator driving.
Oh, so you do the simulators?
Oh yeah.
I heard they have a simulator for your house you can buy that is unbelievable. It's just like you're actually not, the whole day. Is that, about that one?
It's true, yeah. I'm going to actually have a simulator at the shop where people can come in, have a cup of coffee, try out my simulator, see what you think.
Wow,
Vlad's
that is
Autobahn.
pretty
Vlad's
cool.
Autobahn.
Vlad's Autobahn here in Melbourne, Florida. Are you going to expand that to have a club or something? Or
Yeah, actually, we're going to be building a little cars and coffee lounge for the customers.
Oh.
I may try that. Listen, at least I can get out when I want to get out.
Sam, they're not letting you in. You don't go over 55.
Okay. All right. So you blew that idea. But no, hey,
I'm learning the buttons. You're dangerous.
I know. But he did mention something. He said his sponsors. So who you got? Liquid Molly? We definitely got to send a shout out.
Can you let us know who your sponsors are?
Yeah, Liquid Molly, Wine Country Motorsports. We get
Tell a little bit about each one. A little bit.
Liquid Molly is a huge racing corporation.
Okay.
And what do they do?
They sponsor with all types of stuff. They're our oil supplier, hats, merchandise, all kinds of goodies.
So are they into the like you said, parts?
They're going to
parts company.
It's not parts. It's fluids, oils.
Okay.
All the things to maintain.
It's not the Liquid Molly you're thinking about.
I actually didn't think. Now I did. You just clicked me to that.
Okay, go ahead.
So they're actually going to be at Daytona with us.
That's cool.
I'm good friends with the Southeast rep for Liquid Molly, so he's going to be there, Jonathan.
Shout out to Liquid Molly.
Great name.
What's the next one? See? What's the next one, Vlad?
I got Wine Country Motorsports. They help me out with all my seats and all my safety equipment. Tons
is
of
that
parts,
what they do?
Radios. Yeah. It's basically just parts for the cars.
Where are they located at?
They're in Jupiter.
Jupiter,
Are
Florida.
all of these Florida-based companies?
More nationwide. Wine Country's also, I think, in Colorado and in Sebring as well.
Nice.
Oh, Sebring is a big racing town, Sam.
That's another track we're gonna have to talk about.
Yeah, we do definitely.
got a
I
couple
was
of
going to
them.
rob there. I went through Sebring a few times, so I was going to rob something there, but I never robbed it there. But there's like a big lake there too, Sebring,
Yeah.
and you have to
Huge.
go around the lake.
Huge.
I know, because I was thinking getaways already.
That's actually probably one of my favorite tracks.
Sebring. Chris goes there.
Oh, you always say you're always.
Well, he goes to the one up near Gainesville.
I do that one. That's where I bring beginners because there's no walls there. So
that would be me.
You think?
Beginner.
So you fly off, you do a little landscaping here or there, you know.
Okay.
Better than hitting a wall.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
What's the next one you got there?
We got, let's see here. I got Off the Grid Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes.
What is it?
Go ahead.
I know it.
Off the Grid. He's in Cocoa Beach. That's where I train Muay Thai, kickboxing.
There you go.
And that's where I'm going to go. When that's where you need to go when you do your handstand again.
Listen, when I did that, I knew a guy. I did a few. I did judo for a while, and I
did everything, man.
You want to see the pictures again?
No, I don't want. I want to see that handstand. If you guys haven't been, check his handstand out.
Against the fence?
Yeah.
Did you know? You seen my arm, right?
We don't care. That's an excuse,
the bicep,
dude.
right?
I ripped my whole fucking. But why even tried that with no bicep? I have no left bicep.
On I think like the weakest fence you could have found.
Yeah, I was just. I used to do a lot of those. Anyway.
Oh, dude, listen, and I don't want to get off cue, but he tells me he's going to challenge me. We're going to do a video.
I'm going to do it.
We're going to do it. He's going to be next to me. I'm going to be next to him. He's going to be wearing Speedos. We're going to do We're going to do handstands and see
Not
if we do the
Speedos,
most.
a jockstrap.
Oh, I don't know if I want to see that.
But we're going to do it. He's trying to tell me he can do more than I can. From that video.
You're right. Now wait, I'm gonna get training. You watch.
You going to
let's go to Off the Grid.
The Grid. Jiu-jitsu, correct?
I was just
Cocoa Beach,
talking about
Florida.
jiu-jitsu. I knew a guy who Hoist Gracie's team. And Hoist Gracie's Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and we learned a lot about it. And that's why, believe it or not, that's why I started handstand presses, because with jiu-jitsu and jiu-jitsu, people don't know a lot of holds and a lot of arm bars and stuff. And to have that extra muscle people don't get is so important, because that's where you can, do the arm bars.
With all my injuries, I like doing the stand-up fighting better.
Yeah. I do that now, but I got about 20 seconds in me. So if I hit you, you're done. If not, I quit.
No. Put away the shanks.
That's why we got to train. That's why we got to train, though. No shanks.
No, at 61, I hit you. I'll knock you out. I could take a shot, but I'm quitting anyway because you'll kill me.
Shout out to Off the Grid Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes, go ahead.
Let's see, what else do we have? GY Racing, that's my friend with one of the Ferraris. That's his racing company.
Oh, he has a racing company? I mean,
Well, we basically started teams because eventually it gets to a certain level and you got to make another business. And
where are they out of?
Right here in Melbourne, Florida.
Oh, Melbourne.
Nice.
Okay, nice. That's definitely a shout out for a
good friend of mine, Gary.
Gary, shout out to Gary. GY Racing. So all these guys kind of, everybody leads to something, right? The liquid moly is the oil, and then that's awesome. Yeah,
it's a small. Well, I mean, they're huge, but it's a good network of drivers that I have in my group. Everybody's cool, calm, collected, positive, blessed to be around.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Sponsorships are about people. Yeah. I call it people.
And good relationships.
As well, look at us, Sam. We're relationships with Oliva.
Oliva in the house.
I met Oliva Cigars, and they were going to take Conor McGregor, and they took me, but because they don't do many private blends where they put up money and everything. They do everything, and so that works because of relationships, and that's what it's about. And the biggest sponsor you have is Crooked Diamond.
Oh, absolutely.
Crooked Diamond in the house.
Now go, Sam. Go ahead, Sam.
What are we smoking right now?
I'm smoking the Churchill. You had the 5x54, the double Robusto, right?
Yes. And I got the 5x54 also.
Oh, I need another one.
Yeah, he's ready. See, it's not just, he does really like them, Larry.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, you can't not like them. I mean that. I don't just say that, I've been smoking cigars. People we know, Sam will tell you this, we know people for 40 years that been smoking like me. Remember that guy, Sam, you met at that event we were at? Give them a shout out, the event we were at.
George
and Dragon.
And Dragon Tavern in Cocoa Beach. in Cocoa, Florida. Shout out to Debbie.
Village, yeah.
Cocoa Village. Shout out to Debbie. We did an event there. It was excellent. Georgian.
And that guy I met was older than me. He was 70-something, and he smoked. The guy with the white hair, and he was smoking cigars for a while.
The white hair.
Well, that's how I remember people, because I don't have hair. So so he smoked, and I talked to him. Remember, we were sitting down. He goes, this is a great cigar.
Right.
You remember that guy?
No, for sure.
And when you can get, we call it beginners or aficionados to like it, that's a rare feat. Because some people are cigar snobs too. We know some of them around here too. Merritt Island.
Hey, we ain't calling out no names, but you're right. But no, our cigar, truthfully though, and even though we talk about it a lot, we have a great price point on it too, which is really, really good. $10.50 to $12. You can't go wrong. You know what I mean? $10.50 to a $12 cigar.
Yeah, the ones in Merritt Island.
Oh, there you go. Playing with that new toy. But no, shout out to Oliva in the house for everything that they do. Crooked Diamond Cigars, Vlad's Autobahn.
And if you're anywhere, listen, and they do. I was wrong earlier. Not wrong, but listen.
Wrong.
If you're anywhere in Brevard County, Volusia County, Indian River County.
Orange County.
Yeah, Orange County. If you need any work on your Mercedes. Or,
not just Mercedes.
Well, Mercedes or foreign cars. Here's why I say this, because as a guy who has a Mercedes, and how you go into a dealership and they fuck you like in prison with no fucking grease.
Let's keep it real.
You get realer than that?
Oh, no.
Real deal.
You just did.
Real deal.
But no, they really do. And, it's just nice to know, one, you're not going to get hurt or whatever and stuff like that because of, the safety issues and stuff. And again, that's all relationship. So if anybody's in any of these counties, you need a Mercedes, just call them and take your Mercedes or wherever your foreign car to your dealership. See what it is. Leave and call Vlad's Autobahn.
Yeah, and make sure you mention us, the Larry Lawton Show, because
I don't care if they mention. I'm not.
No,
I want them to
they're
get a good deal.
but mention so they know. But at the end of the day, it's honest. Their shop. You know what I mean? Like mechanics, man, I've had a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah. You want me
Stop
to go?
it. Don't go there. You know what I mean? They're honest, they're fair, and they're going to take care of you. Vlad's Autobahn. You know what I mean? With all your, I call them toys, man. The cars you guys got are some
but
expensive
Sam,
toys.
besides toys, it's obviously a mechanic is a mechanic. They have a specialty. Let's face it. They can't do what I do. I can't do what they do, period.
But you got to love what you do. So when you're at the dealership, you're doing you're staying in the box all the time. So it's repetitive work that just drives you insane. That's one of the reasons I left the dealer.
Right,
doing the same thing over and over.
Are you always looking for good mechanics?
I am. I am always looking for good mechanics.
Your dad told me that.
I'm so blessed to have such a good team. My mechanics, they take such pride in their work. They're passionate about what they do, and everybody loves going to work.
And
Why can't you fix my roof?
We can do it.
I know it costs a fortune.
But you're growing every day too.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So that's why he's always looking for mechanics.
Constantly.
And who would they contact?
They contact
if someone's
me.
looking. Okay.
They go on, easiest way is probably Instagram.
Okay.
Message me.
Oh, really?
And then
What's your Instagram
it's
again?
Vlad's Autobahn.
It's pretty nice, man. He's got some nice videos on there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure he has better videos than YouTube or somewhere else.
Well, YouTube, I just started the channel, so I'm working on that right now.
Oh, nice.
I've been doing a lot of reels on Instagram, and they're doing pretty well. And it's good to show kind of what we do because, and I'm only showing maybe 10% of actually.
Not even. But, it's so funny because you talk about that. We were stuck on 83,000 on Instagram, and then Nick came on. We're over 100,000 real quick.
Wow.
So we gained 17,000 in less than a month. But listen, I have people do certain things like that. YouTube is where I pretty much shine because that's where I started.
Yeah.
Obviously, and I know it. And I have a YouTube advisor. I have people from Google that will actually have meetings with me and tell me how to do certain things. So it is when you get to a certain level at that, that's what happens. And at 1.4 million, we're at that level.
You always need a coach at some point.
Really, exactly. Whether it's driving or not. Anybody else you want to shout out before we close up here? We've been wow, this flies by.
But we're having fun. You know what I mean?
It does, yeah. It always goes.
I got a couple questions before we go.
There you
go. Vlad, back to you. What's your best, memory in racing, if you had one?
I'd say probably the first race after I was in a wheelchair for 6 months.
I like that. I got back on the horse.
I was in.
I don't know if I got back on the horse right now.
I made it to second place. And it was 2 laps in, and I couldn't reel the first number 1 in, but it got like emotional coming in.
Where was it?
It was at VIR, Virginia.
Nice.
And I'm reeling him in, and I needed probably 5 more laps, and I probably could have caught him, but it got emotional. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing this again. You know, I didn't think it was pretty serious, my injuries. And yeah, that was probably the best.
That's awesome.
Question on the end of that one. Did you get hurt ever since then?
Not bad.
Okay. No, that's a good
See,
question.
that's why I'm not getting back on the horse.
You're right, Sam. I won't get in there because I don't want to get hurt like that anyway. I've been hurt a lot, and I don't want to get hurt in something like that either. But
I'm a baby.
Once you can't walk, things really change, you know. Broken collarbones, broken fingers, arms, you know, it's one thing. But then when you can't walk, man, that really, you take another look at life.
That's where your family comes into.
Do you know who Evel Knievel is?
Of course I do.
Young people won't. If they go look up Evel Knievel, he was a daredevil. He used to do the craziest shit. Did you know he broke every single bone in his body?
Man, you just gave me the chills.
Yeah, he did.
That's
Sam.
why I ain't getting on the horse.
And that's why I asked him that. Anything serious? Because he broke it. I remember him very well because it was my era. He broke his back in 3 places, and in 6 months he gets in does again because he was motorcycles.
Yeah,
he breaks both his femurs.
Wow.
They repair. He gets up. Now that's resilience.
No, that is. And I know I'm on my phone. My son Xavier, I'm sending him money. But go ahead.
Well, that's true. That happens all the time.
Stop it.
some guys, we got to see what we're made of. You know?
Yeah.
It's like a little injury here, a little hiccup here. That's not stopping me.
You know what? You're going to have that in life, and that's a good thing. You have that in business. Most people who become a millionaire, it takes 3 times.
Right.
And they go broke, and they do this. It's how you don't quit. And I think that's important.
Well, I'm quitting on those cars. But
you ain't quitting on a crooked diamond.
No, we ain't quitting on the crooked diamond.
Sam, any other questions?
Yeah, one more, Vlad. So, actually, 2. You got to send a shout out to your parents because our parents are everything. Larry takes care. I don't want to give him no props, but he takes care of his 90-year-old mom. But what's your mom's name? Because she's always so. Every time I go there, hold on.
You could see he didn't listen. Okay.
Go ahead, shoot.
Tell him. I mentioned it earlier.
Well, we're going to do it again.
I agree.
My mother's name's Linda.
Linda is very, very nice. Every time I go there, I remember, I went there a couple weeks ago and you weren't there. And she comes up to the car. She goes, "You here to see Vlad?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Let me call him." I said, "I'll come back." She goes, "Let me call him." He was there in 10 minutes. Shout out to Linda. Thank you for just being you. And your dad?
And Vladimir.
Another, does he race?
He's the senior.
No, he's not racing.
No, has he ever raced?
No. He's been more of mechanic, engineer type of.
Okay.
And
that's awesome.
And he's helping out constantly. I mean, right now he was rebuilding my starter in the Ferrari. He's basically the shop foreman. When problems happen, bam, he's there. That's awesome. That's his specialty.
You know, and that goes back to family once again, and we'll be done here in a minute. But he works with his parents. That's awesome.
Not only that, I know his parents very well, and Vlad Senior, and he's just a great mechanic, and he loves what he does. But we talk about life, we talk about kids when we're out at dinner or something, and they are great parents, absolutely. And he's a good son too, because he recognizes that it's not just he's got a good opportunity. He recognizes. I know his dad tells me when you're there, how long you're there, what you're paying.
So is he there all the time?
Yeah. He gets there very early.
Yeah.
And he leaves very late.
Okay.
That's passion, period. That's me. You know what time I'm here? And, I stay till 2, 3, 4 in the morning.
Don't pat yourself on
Shut
the back,
up,
man.
Asshole.
This is what I got to deal with every time. But anyway. No, I thought we had a great show.
No, absolutely. I mean, what's the last question you had for him?
That'll be it. Actually.
Nope, you had 2, and one was the parents.
The parents. It was mom's name, father's name. But you already said it. He did it once. But go ahead.
That was 2 questions?
Yeah. I just want to know mom's name.
Fast there, Sam. Fast.
Oh, we're going fast very soon.
Yeah. Oh, yes. For sure.
So let's let me talk. So we got this event coming up in 2.5 weeks, starting April 2nd, which is a Sunday. You can go there and watch these guys play on the track and stuff. And I'm sure they can walk around any day. Is there, do they have a pass for the whole 3 days? If you live in Daytona or close by?
I don't think so.
No.
I think it's just
at $20.
It's Monday and Tuesday, and then in celebration, I think Saturday and Sunday is the car show. I'm not attending.
$20 cheap.
And I want to mention something also. If you they're having an event. You can look it up online. That's where you got to look up. They got Joe Pesci, the comedian, going to be there. Jim Kelly, the football player. Bruce Hall, who's a bass guitarist for REO Speedwagon, very well known. He's going to be there. Donovan McNabb, wow, great Philadelphia quarterback. Donovan McNabb, he's going to be there. Johnny Damien played for Boston. He was a great player. He always had the long hair. He had the ladies, all that. Johnny, I remember him well.
I think Johnny's a cigar smoker.
Wow, I did not know that. Maybe he is. He's with baseball. And then we have, listen to this one. And I didn't even know he's still around. I'm gonna like to see him. Ed Too Tall Jones. He was a big defensive lineman for the Dallas Cowboys. And he also did wrestling.
I didn't know he did the wrestling.
Yeah, Ed Too Tall Jones. And, you're talking, he's got to be, I'll bet that guy's got to be near 80, Sam.
Oh, is he?
I'm guessing good.
I don't think that
Yeah,
old.
well, he played back in the 60s and 70s. So that's 30 years, 40 years. Maybe he's maybe 75. Ed Too Tall Jones. See, if you could look him up, anybody, just let us know. But anything else at all there,
That's
Vlad?
it, man. I thought it was a great show.
Hey,
I
I appreciate you guys having me on here. And
we have, we love.
We're a
to do
team,
this.
man.
We do. We love to do this. I think you guys are doing great stuff. I love, to honestly, I love your compassion for wanting to help kids or anything like young people. But we talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
We just got to coordinate it.
Absolutely.
And,
we got some good stuff.
And you know who to go to,
year.
right? Sam or Nick. No, I mean you catch me. I literally, as you could see, bomb, all over the place. Which is I
like
love
it.
that.
We're moving fast.
My ADD is perfect for what I do.
Well, you're keeping it real.
Yeah, I am totally. And Sam keeps me really more in the line.
It's a hard job.
Oh, I can imagine.
Somebody's got to do it.
And Nick, without Nick now, I mean, it is rough because again, people go to it, and I had a meeting yesterday with a marketing company. Before that, I have a production company because we're going next week. We're going to Connecticut to film a VH1 show, which is going to be a lot of fun. So, but.
You got to be on your best behavior because I got other things, so I won't be there. But
no. You're right. Well, I always figure this: if I can get out of there in 4 days, I'm not in jail. I'm all right. So I'm all right.
That sounds good.
What'd you say?
That sounds good.
Yeah, it is.
You know, this is a true story. A friend of ours, Sam, and you know who he is. His wife tells him when he goes out with me, he goes, "Listen, I don't care." He goes, "No jail or no hospital."
And we're doing good.
And then you're all right. I mean, anything else, we could pretty much
we
handle.
can
Good
work
things
on
to
it.
shoot for.
Yeah.
We can work.
Listen, come home, no jail, no hospital, and you had a good time. Everything else is okay. I said, does it mean everything? He goes, well, Larry, everything. With that said, everybody, listen to me. We had a great show. I want to thank again Vlad from Vlad's Autobahn. Great people. They are here. Check it out. Check out that stuff. It's coming up in a week and a half, probably with Friday to Friday, 2 Fridays. So 2 weeks from today, Friday. So 2 weeks from today, you can go there or at least get tickets. But it really starts on a Sunday and a Monday and Tuesday.
That's the fun stuff.
And we're going to be there. Sam and I are going to be there Monday and Tuesday, I think. Right, Sam?
Cigar
Cigars.
girls.
Yeah, we're going to have fun there. We're going to
It's gonna be a blast.
I'm going to try to bring the RV. We're going to see how we can do that.
We'll be able to get it in there. We won't tell them you're driving, so we'll tell them Nick's driving.
For sure.
No, I'm a good driver in that one because you can't speed. You go.
We just went
on
to the Oliva.
RV.
You were speeding when we were going to Miami to pick up cigars.
With the RV?
Yeah. You move pretty fast.
Sam, you can't.
And that thing's big, man.
26,000 pounds. 26,000
That thing's
pounds.
big, though.
It's almost 30 feet. So it's 26. That's heavy, man. I win, except against like an 18-wheeler. If it's any car, I'll cut them off.
Oh, boy.
I won't. Anyway, gay people, have a great day. Please stay safe, make good choices, and we will see you soon.